My name's Anthony Haskett. I'm the assistant principal here at Idaho Arts Charter. I'm here to tell you a story about my grandfather. I didn't really get to know my grandfather. He was an alcoholic and a chain smoker. The best memory I have of my grandfather is sitting in the smoking room at the nursing home and talking to him. I mean, it's really, really pathetic. When I was a kid, I guess he was a really nice guy and he loved us, but because of his alcoholism and his smoking, he had a grand mal seizure when he was 58, and I never got to know the guy he was. My mom and my brother and sister say he loved us, but I actually never got to see that part of him because the seizure changed his personality. It changed his life. He was no longer able to be an insurance salesman. He actually, at the age 58, had to go into a nursing home. In the nursing home, he had a stroke, which also paralyzed part of his body, so he couldn't hardly even raise his left arm anymore. I remember a trip that was supposed to be a really nice trip. We were up in Haskett. We were going to go camping. My dad was actually working up there, and my grandfather, who's supposed to love me, he said, "What are you doing, you fat little girl?" And I remember getting out of the car, crying, and asking my mom, "Why is he such a mean man?" And she told me, she said, "Anthony, your grandfather made some poor choices. He really liked to drink alcohol, and he smoked a lot, and those changed his body in such a way that he just couldn't love me like he had when I was a really small child." It was because of him that my mom was actually taking care of him when I was in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, and fourth grade. So there's 5 years of my childhood where my mom wasn't present at home because she actually had to take care of her father, which was a great testament to her faith and her love for him. But it did actually impact me and my younger brother, where we didn't get that time with my mom when I was a kid. I remember the day he died. It was May 2nd, 1996. I was in fourth grade, and he was only 62. And that doesn't seem like a really old age, or it seems really old now when you're young, but realistically that's not old at all. And for the last 5 years of his life, he was not healthy, and he wasn't able to take care of himself. When I look at the example my grandfather gave me, I can't think about abusing alcohol or getting drunk, because it reminds me of those times where I wish I had a grandfather, and I never had one who really, truly loved me. And it's hard, and I know it's because of the alcohol. He started drinking when he was 13 and smoking, and it just turned out that his life really went south there. And he thought it was fun, and he thought it was a good time, but it wasn't. And that was the problem. Even though you guys are young and it sounds fun, there are repercussions for your actions, and the changes it makes to your body just aren't worth drinking alcohol to excess or even smoking. Because when you want to have kids and grandkids, you want to make sure that they remember you fondly. And unfortunately, I have no fond memories of my grandfather.